You might recognize the food truck in the background. If not, you missed out on a darn fun time. This was the site of our last Bush League adventure, the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In. It was the Canyonlands Challenge, and I don't know what you've heard about it, but it was a ton of fun. It started here at Hanksville, which is exactly where we're going to start on today's Nowhere Fast tour. It's episode 10 already of this fun series. We're going to be going from Hanksville, Utah to True Grit South, Colorado. Let's get started. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome back. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's good to be back in the Carenado 152. We, of course, have the NHAdrian mod going on, and really looking forward to. I mean, it's been a little while. It was kind of the beginning of the month when we had the Bush League adventure, the Bush League Fly-In, which is essentially the last leg that we did with the Nowhere Fast series. So, needless to say, I feel like it's been way too long. And let me just show you what we've got, what we're cooking up today. So, Hanksville, Utah, right here. We're going to be making a stop down here at Mineral Canyon and Caveman Ranch. Just kind of a little short, little two-hopper. I felt like it was definitely worth at least having a couple of stops along the way. And then it's the last little bit here is a little bit longer route, 83 nautical miles. We got to climb clear the heck up to like 9,000. What is this? 9,580 foot to get to True Grit South. Which, yeah, it's the ranch where the famous John Wayne movie was shot. And from what I understand, they're actually restoring many of the buildings and the corrals and all that good stuff to kind of honor that that movie 50 plus years ago. I don't know if you've seen it or not. There's been a remake. I think Wesley Snipes was in a remake that was pretty good as well. So anyhow, that's what we're going to plan on doing here. Let me pull up something that you might find interesting here. I did anyway, and it's where we've been up to this point. Hey, Titanium Druid, how are you? Welcome. I'm hemming and hawing a little bit here, TD, just because I know there's going to be a few people that are potentially spawning in here, and they might need a minute or two to get caught up. I had to move the the time up just a little bit. So, all right, let's put this in here, and then again we said take 6. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. And we're also going from here. It's UT 75 and UT 68. All right, so this is the complete route so far. Now this does not include, by the way, the Bush League flight that we did where we putzed around 8 different airfields right in the Hanksville area, but it gives you a sense of where we've gone up to this point in the 152, the Cessna 152. It has been a total kick in the pants, and I don't know why oh, I do know why, because we started at Riverton. Okay, let me start there. Let me redo this. There, that looks more like it. So we started up here, my home airport, Riverton, Wyoming, and we made our way out to out here to Linden Municipal in Washington, and we actually had a Bush League event there as well. We flew around a couple of these. Well, actually, this little route here is the Bush League event we flew, and then we took some time. We came back into Fish Lake, and we messed around in Idaho for a trip or two, and then it took us a couple of trips to make it from Johnson Creek down here to Hanksville, where we, like I said at the beginning of last month, this month, the first Monday in April, we did a Canyonlands Challenge fly-in, and now we're going to start to slowly make our way to the east. We have a couple different airfields that we're interested in hitting, and so if you've never seen this before, basically the idea is pretty simple. It's load up in a light GA plane that can handle some non-paved airstrips. It's we're not doing some tremendously extreme things. Although Fish Lake was pretty intense, and some of the airfields around Hanksville were pretty pretty extreme. But so something like the Carenado 152 with the NHAdrian mod is perfect, or the default Cessna 172 with the prop strike mod, that type of thing, where you can be pretty low and slow and get into and out of these strips. Oops, I got a sneeze coming. And anyway, we're just kind of going from here to there. We don't really have a destination in mind. I started on the 1st of January, and my intent is to finish somewhere on the 31st of December, but no real destination in mind. We're actually just letting people, as we fly, we're letting people give us suggestions, and a lot of these airstrips that we've hit already have been listener viewer suggestions, including the destination today, True Grit South. It is certainly not something, I mean, in the myriad of, just look at all these private airfields that are around here. There's so many, there's no way you can hit them all. So it's really cool when somebody says something like, hey, I've got an airstrip for you. You got to figure out how to go and land at True Grit South. And so that's what we're going to do today. And that's the other thing that I really, really like about this series is people that watch have given me some awesome ideas of places to go. We're gonna hit True Grit South today. The next episode, we're actually going to hit another airfield that is a suggestion, just a little bit further to the east in Creede, Colorado, and we're just going to keep working our way. Potentially up north through the Rocky Mountains, or maybe east across the plains of Nebraska, Kansas. We do have another airfield that has been suggested to us clear out in Minnesota. So I'm hoping we can make it there by December 31st. I think we'll be all right. But so as you're watching, if you know of an airfield that's somewhere east of True Grit South, Colorado, which is kind of southwest of Denver, I guess. Let me know, and I'll add it to the list, and I'll see if I can work it into the route. And yeah, I love that. I love finding out about these little secret spots that are really, really cool to visit. So that's kind of the description of things. Let's go ahead. We're going to get things started. We're due to be wheels up here in 5 minutes, so luckily it doesn't take a whole lot to get this thing started. We do have the pre-flight all taken care of, and fuel is loaded. Parking brake is set. We're going to go ahead and mixture full rich. We'll crack the throttle, give it a little battery power here, and we are alive. And we do have noise canceling headphones, so that'll help a little bit as well. And hopefully that sounds good, and we'll be okay as we fly. By the way, if you're here, I do have the Discord voice channel open if you want to jump in and chat, amongst yourselves. If you just are looking for you know, just I know how it is when you're flying from place to place. It sometimes is nice if you can bounce ideas off of one another, because we don't have a ton in the way of navigational aids here, and we try to do as much of it as we can via just pilotage. And so so like I said, that the voice channel is there if you want to pop in, say hi. I might have to mute it a little bit as I get some things rolling and all that good stuff, but for the most part, yeah, it's there for you guys to use if you would like, or if you just want to make a little bit of small talk as we fly as well. So this first leg, 35 nautical miles, as you can see, we are going to use the Hanksville VOR to help us a little bit. And what I try to do, I don't necessarily just try to fly this VOR straight out. I'm going to try to fly a little bit of a north route here, see if I can pick up this road. This is the road I followed during the Canyonlands Challenge, and when we get to where it turns a little bit to the northeast, I'm going to just kind of see if I can angle off here and pick this up there. If you remember, Happy Canyon is down in here somewhere. I don't have that sectional listed, but Happy Canyon is there, so we'll see how we do. But we'll use this 064 outbound, 35 miles roughly. I don't have a DME in this avionics package, but we can kind of use the timer, and that should get us close to Mineral Canyon and give us a sense of at least if we're heading in the right direction, I guess. So that would be, again, Hanksville is 1590. And then 064 is that outbound heading. There's 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make sure that let's see, we should be facing north here. Yep, we're going to have to do a little bit of adjustment. This one has that auto adjust, which is kind of nice. And altimeter wise, yeah, we just kind of have real weather set. It's nice and clear, but a little windy, and I'm having some trouble with my active sky, so I'm going to just set it based on the elevation. Hanksville is 4667, so we're pretty close. I would say somewhere right in there, almost 30.24, kind of 30.25-ish. Should be good. And filed altitude is 7,500 since we're heading to the east, but I don't know how high initially we'll climb. Mineral Canyon is down there at 3,900, and there's some terrain along the way, but nothing over 5,200. So we shouldn't have to get all the way up to, 7,500. Hey, Kenny Monster, how are you? Good to have you along. All right. Let's go ahead and turn the generator on. Let's get some lights going here. Nav light, beacon. I'm going to go ahead and put the landing light on. There is it's turbulent here, but no icing conditions, so we'll go ahead and just kind of call it good there. It is a little bit on the chilly side, so I'll put some heat on just to keep everybody comfortable. And I think we're about ready to go. I don't know if anyone else is able to join us or not. Sometimes we have a few people that tag along, and sometimes we don't. It's no worries either way. I don't really see anybody spawned in at this point, so yeah, maybe we'll catch them along the way. But I'll go ahead and make a call just in case. By the way, I need to check on something real quickly here. I'm seeing some ATC popping up, I know, in the Denver area. And so let's just kind of see, even though we're going to be VFR, not flight following, we do need to just kind of make sure we see what's going on around us here. Whoops, that's LaGuardia. And okay, yeah, so we're out here kind of south of Salt Lake City, and we'll end up, there's Telluride. We'll end up pretty close, kind of down in here. This might even be us, actually. Yep, Hanksville. end up kind of pretty close to Telluride when it's all said and done. But like I said, we really won't need to talk to air traffic um, unless we have to divert into Telluride. If we have to divert into Telluride, we'll have to pick up a permission to enter the what is the airspace for Telluride? What is it? I take it back. We'll just have to talk to Telluride. We'll probably call center though, just in case, just to check in, just make sure we don't need to get any permission, or if there's tower or something like that, we'll probably give them a call as well. All right. Well, I think we're ready to go. Release the parking brake, and going to be departing to the west. Hanksville traffic, Cessna 11816. We're taxiing to the active west departure VFR, Hanksville. I'll go ahead and toss a notch of flaps in. Cleveland Center's on. Uh-oh, so TD is out of here, huh? Yeah, I understand. Got to take advantage of that while you can. Okay, altimeter set. We have our comm frequency and nav frequencies set. Our VOR is tuned. Our lights are on. Pitot heat's not needed. Flaps are set. Yep, I think we're ready. Let's take a peek here. Final is clear. Runway is clear. Hanksville traffic, Cessna 11816. We're lining up runway 26. VFR departure will be making right-hand departure from the area north of the airfield, Hanksville. Okay, so we're going to turn north. Like I say, we're going to try to pick up. There's a little road that runs essentially east and west. If we can pick that road up, I think we're in good shape. A little bit of a crosswind departure, it looks like, so we'll have to manage that, but I think we're ready. Whoa, a little bit of a roller coaster. Oh boy, yeah. Quite a crab into this wind. Wow. I thought the winds were only about 10 knots when I last checked, but it could be a little more than that. Oh, look at that wind flag. That windsock is straight out. That's that indicates it's 20 plus. So yeah, and the way I'm getting tossed around definitely feels a little bit more than the 10 knots that we initially had. So all right, well let's turn and let's start the climb. Again, I think 5,500 is probably what we're going to need here initially. So let's get going with the wind. See what that does for for us. As you can see, we're nose is bobbing up and down. I think we need some altitude here. We may just climb up. We may climb up to 7,500 just to give ourselves a little bit of a margin of error in case something goes wrong, a little downdraft or something. Whoa, boy. Yeah, it could make some of these approaches into these canyon airstrips quite challenging. All right, flaps are up. We're going to keep the lights on. We're heading north. And man, I can't even hop out to give you an outside view because I feel like I'm so unstable right now. I don't want to stall out and end up down there on the sand. Kenny's trying to watch 3 streams. Thursdays, yeah, usually aren't this busy. who all's on tonight, Kenny? I mean, everybody's got a little bit of time, I think. Boy, the nose just, I can't get it trimmed out right now. It's super, super choppy right now. And we did know the turbulence was going to be there, that the weather report said that. And so, you know, not surprising, but still, you just hope you can find a spot where it's a little bit less turbulent. We've definitely fallen off our 360 heading, but we're up to 5,500, so that's good. Look at our oh boy, we're just getting tossed all over the place. All right, there's a little road that runs north and south. That's the road we're gonna kind of use as a little bit of a guide here. And like I say, there's a perpendicular road that intersects these bluffs out here. Also we'll turn before we get to them. The bluffs that are at our kind of 12 o'clock, 12 to 1 o'clock. Sync rate and Captain Obvious 370. Oh yeah, Downwind Sim is doing his airplane maker stuff too. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot to choose from for a typical Thursday. Hey, Trax 360. Oh no, you're like Al South, man. You've got more work to do than you know what to do with. Okay, we've spun around. We're going almost 060. We don't need to do that quite yet. Like I say, I want to just try to get north of the field, see if we can intercept that road that runs east-west. So we'll follow this guy here and see where it takes us. I guess on the flip side, Trax, it's nice that you have some work and you're not furloughed, and that's good. That's a good problem to have. I feel like I am in a similar boat. Busy. Hey, Downwind, you must have got done tweaking your airplane in the hangar there, huh? Welcome. It's not too late if you want to jump in at Hanksville. I just took off. I'm trying to find Mineral Canyon. Acro Nerd, welcome. Good to see you again. Oh, trade the stock market. Yeah. Ah, well, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Good to hear. All right, so we're not finding a whole lot of stable air here. We're working hard. Uh-oh, now I got a text I got to try to answer with no autopilot. This could be interesting. All right, good thing it's a one-word answer. Yes.
Hey, you hear me here?
I hear you. How's it going, man? I hear you fine.
Where can do you have this scenery posted somewhere?
Stand by. It should be in either my propeller heads or cup of coffee.
Okay, I'll check it out.
All right, thanks. Yeah, I'm going to have a hard time looking away from this roller coaster here. Hey, Rob Valkyrie. Welcome, man. And again, you guys, if you're connected with my Discord, which I might be able to do that, you're welcome to come on by if you feel like it. And I'll post a link here and try not to crash. And come on by if you feel like chit-chatting a little bit. I may not be super talkative until I at least get myself to a spot where I am in a little bit more
Do I want the one with the big sign?
stable air. You know, I should have made that an option. So those of you wondering about what, that's my friend Downwind Sim, by the way, who spent like a long time with me last night, helping me, teaching me how to make a sign. And anyway, we ended up having some fun, and I made a sign initially thinking I was doing everything right, and when I got the texturing all done, I went and put it in the scenery, and it was like it must have been 60 foot tall or something like that. So I posted a couple of pictures about how perfect it was and all that good stuff. All right, so we may need to turn here, guys. I might have, in the bumpity bumps, I might have flown past my east to west road here, and the one thing I do know is those guys right there. Yep, that little mesa, those need to stay to my north. So
Did you update Hanksville?
it's not updated. It's exactly where we left off after the last Bush League event.
Okay.
That's actually the message I sent you. I was trying to work on that today, but I just didn't quite get it the way I wanted. So maybe later on we can mess around with that.
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna turn. Whoops, I don't want to turn totally south here, but we can turn and start heading kind of eastbound, and that maybe that road will come into play. Ah, well, maybe there it is. That might be it actually. It's just a little dirt road. It's not a highway. Get down there. That might be what we want actually. So, yep, I think that actually is it. It kind of runs. Here's what I'm looking for, by the way. So we kind of followed a little bit of a windy little section of road, and then this is the road that I'm trying to follow here. So we're in that kind of that part where it ducks down a little bit more to the south, like on a 150 heading. So I actually think we're in good shape, because that's about where we're going. So it should go here for a little while, and then kind of make a left hand. Yep, there it is. Little left hand L turn towards the buttes. And all right, Acro Nerd, he's going to set them all up. Yeah, so guys, if you want, like I'm in a 152, and I'm doing all of 70 knots. I'm not very far away. If you go to my, and I apologize, it's either my Cup of Coffee channel or my Propeller Heads channel. I've listed a link that gives you the scenery. You don't have to have the scenery, by the way. These are all airfields that are listed on SkyVector, so my assumption is that there'll be something in X-Plane.
Propeller Heads.
All right, Propeller Heads, Rob says. But anyway, if you just want to load up at Hanksville and head out from there, you sure can. If you're in the mall, you'll probably catch up to me, Acro Nerd. Hey Wookie, I'm doing good, man. Yourself? You gonna hop in something and fly with me? There's Rob Balkery. Must be sharing the link to the scenery. Yeah, good deal, good deal. So hop in there. It has the OSM data. If you know what you're doing with ortho, you can put that in there. That's kind of the only kicker, is if you don't have the ortho for this tile, you know, it might your results will vary, I guess. So, oh, all right, you're already flying, Wookie. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll coordinate, man. If nothing else, we got like I say, that next Bush League event's coming up, as you well know, and it'll be coming up here on the first Monday, so that's just a few days away. In fact, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's the next Monday that we have coming up here. So, if you guys don't know Wookie 042, he is a good scenery developer himself, and he's been working on a lot of stuff. Hey, how are you, man?
Good.
And so
I'm gonna
anyway,
get loaded up in the mall.
perfect. The more the merrier. So anyway, he is also a scenery developer, and he's working on some stuff actually for a future Bush League event that is dynamite. You guys are, if you've flown that Bush League event, you're gonna really want to be around. I think we've got him slated, penciled in right now
So
for
Hanksville, and
the June
then
event.
to Mineral Canyon, and
Hanksville to Mineral Canyon, and then then we'll go from there. Caveman Ranch, and then over to True Grit South. All right, now I got to pay attention here because at a
you got some great.
A-firm kind of makes a little bit of a turn here. Okay, I think I'm still on it. I think we're still doing okay. It's right over there, kind of zipping around here and there. And yeah, we need to start heading back. We're kind of on that south leg. We're going to need to start turning back to the east. I kind of see the canyon where we're at coming into view. Yep, there's our road. Starting to get into a little bit more stable air now. And I'm just following the sectional on my left-hand screen and looking at the road on my right, and things are matching up fairly well. Hopefully the radial will come in as we get a little closer to our airfield. At a certain point, this road will not exactly tee off, but it'll take a hard left and start heading more north. At that point in time, we're just gonna basically follow kind of the current track that we're on, which
That one. Are you loading up over at Hank?
which will be just about that same 060. Hopefully we'll be on that radial at that point. A little more stable now. Not quite getting tossed around quite so bad. All right.
Get started up now, and I'll be airborne to catch up.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said there, Josh.
I'm getting started up now, so I should be getting airborne and catch up to you.
Perfect. And if you guys out there are wanting to maybe join midway, I mean the sceneries will allow for that. If you want to join us at Mineral Canyon, or if you want to join us at Caveman Ranch, you're absolutely fine in doing so. Or if you want to just spawn up somewhere else and just try to fly in to meet us at True Grit South. I mean, it's whatever you feel like doing, whatever gets you out into your favorite low and slow and let you enjoy some sim time. That's kind of what we're after today. All right. So we are doing good. We've got our road, we've got our canyon lands coming up here, and we might even fly right over the top of Horseshoe. I think it was called Horseshoe Bend or Horseshoe. Boy, I don't remember. Now I have to look. Horseshoe Canyon. Yeah, that's what's out here. And that scenery, by the way, if you go to downwindsim.com, it's there. It's listed under the Utah Canyonlands, which is our most recent fly-in there for the Bush League Backcountry Bush Hooligans, as Agent Bravo 7 would call us. Have I expanded the airstrips? Wookie, all I've done is I focused on one tile for the fly-in, so I've done all the airstrips I could find. Well, no, I shouldn't even say that. There were too many. I found 8 of them that I really liked in 38, -111, and that's when we did our last event. And then now these two, this Mineral Canyon and Caveman Ranch, are 2 airstrips that are due east of, right adjacent to this 38, -111 tile. But no, it is a gold mine of airstrips, Wookie, and there are more. Just in this tile alone, I think I counted 14 or 15, and they're awesome. So no, it's an area that has a lot of potential. All right, so there goes our road to the north, and as you can see, the VOR is coming in, and so we're just going to kind of continue our easterly route here, and we're going to let that VOR play out. Looks like we might need to make some small adjustments here, but once we find the canyon here, it's just a matter of just kind of coming up or going up and down the canyon, and until we find what we're looking for. So we're a little bit, I think we need to go, if I remember right, we may, like I say, we may see, I might see Horseshoe Canyon. Horseshoe Canyon is kind of on one of these little plateaus in this area here. I'm not exactly 100% remembering where, but kind of in that spot. Mineral Canyon is just beyond a little bit, so like I say, we're just going to kind of try to continue sort of an easterly track until we get over the top of the plateau here, and then we can start, decide which way we need to go to do some searching. It's not one. So what I've done for this event, which is different than most episodes, is I've made the airstrips.
I am airborne.
All right, good deal. Good deal. I've made the airstrips, but I have not really went and scattered them out, and so I haven't done any kind of a practice flight, and tried to haven't tried to find them ahead of time, that type of thing. I'm just gonna try to discover them as we go. So kind of a little bit back to the roots of what this is all about, which is just exploring and discovering what you can find, going to see what there is to see. That very well may be, maybe not. We've got some happenings going on upstairs, I can tell. I need to come a little bit to the left anyway here, so not sure what the four-legged security guards are barking at up there, but you should feel safe. And all of a sudden some smooth air, which is nice. We shouldn't have any precipitation. We kind of got going. Hanksville, I think, had maybe a chance for some rain a little bit later on in the evening. And there is some rain, some moisture north of, definitely north of True Grit South, but for our leg of it, it should be pretty pretty mellow. Well, precip wise, it's going to be bumpy, it's going to be windy, and so we'll have to deal with that. Now there is a windsock down here at Mineral Canyon, so if we can locate Mineral Canyon, we can have a rough idea of where we want to make our approach. I think honestly looks like we're right on line, so there's a possibility that just over the top of this ridge is where we need to go. And so as soon as I get over this ridge line, I'm gonna try to descend. And I was redlining this whole time too. That's not a good way to spend the first 40 minutes on your engine up there in the red line. But let's start ourselves down here, and let's see. This first pass here is just going to be kind of us trying to get oriented and see if we know where we're at here. Could be right below us too, so we'll just kind of peek out our window and just
Time to slow down because I'm already catching up to you.
Yeah, that mall, man, it packs the mail. Ooh, I think I may see it already. That, or maybe that's just a road. Let's just go down there and see. It's down in here somewhere.
Yeah, was that radio checking? I think I should hear you better. What did you say?
Okay, that's not it. Let's just keep going around the horn here. It is like a little bit as you're coming in from the from this direction. It's a little bit, I thought, of a left-hand kind of a dog leg on the river. What do we have up here? We might have it, folks. Yes, we do. There we go. All right, well, we're 1 for 1, guys. Put a notch of flaps in. We'll get it nice and slow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Boy, the nose wants to come up. And let's fly past. Let's see what the windsock tells us here. But, yep, there we go. There's Mineral Canyon. And as you can see, it's going to be a fairly tight,
Should get there in about 11 minutes.
twisting approach no matter where we come from. So what's our windsock? It's right down here. What's it telling us? Oh no. Oh, there it is. Crosswind. Okay, well, doesn't matter, I guess. So I think what we'll do here is, I think we're going to just, we'll continue down this way, and we'll make an approach back to the east. Mineral Canyon traffic, Cessna 816. We've just flown over the airfield at 4,500. We're going to make a 180 and approach to the east, full stop, Mineral Canyon. So complete and total crosswind. That's the way it was at Hanksville also, so not surprising. Do I have room here? I think I may have to kind of boxed in a little bit here, so I can't really make that turn. I don't think just yet. I might have to go down here a little ways. Maybe I have room right here. I could hammerhead, but let's just see. My airspeed's pretty low, so I think I have room right here. Yeah, we're good. Actually made it a little more challenging than I needed to, but okay, here we go. And Mineral Canyon traffic, Cessna 816. We're on final for the approach eastbound, full stop, Mineral Canyon. Or southbound, maybe. I don't know. Southeasterly. Yeah, it's more of a southbound approach, probably, if I'm being honest. But we'll get down on the ground. We'll let Josh and Downwind get caught up, and then we'll kind of plan our approach into Caveman Ranch. Well, I'm a little quick here, guys. Did not manage my speed well at all. Right down to the end of it. Full braking, full braking, full braking. Alright, we're going to be fine. Okay, good deal, good deal. Alright, well, we're on the ground. Welcome to Mineral Canyon, everybody. Let's get ourselves off the airstrip here. And Mineral Canyon traffic, Cessna 816. We're going to be back taxiing to the parking area here, vacating the runway, Mineral Canyon. Just about halfway down, and we should be okay. Kitty, that wasn't half bad. I mean, that was 200 and something, but considering the crosswind.
See, you made it there, so I'm probably 6 minutes out.
All right, sounds good. We'll be just off on the parking area waiting for you guys. Okay, I don't think this isn't my parking spot. Nope. One more down here. Well, and I wouldn't say it's butter either, Kenny, but you know, I know when you say ouch my back, it's out of love. So it's okay. So here we go. This is kind of where you could spawn in. So if you're still looking to join, this would be where you spawn in at. And I'm going to pull in here because I'm kind of proud of something. It's not much, but it's my very first ever custom scenery object that I've made for any one of my airfields. And again, I got to give Downwind Sim a ton of credit for this, but
the only problem is I think I deleted my Mineral Canyon scenery because I thought I had it, so I don't know if I'm going to have a landing area to be able to land in, but it's...
I think I turned too soon. Let's go, where is it at here? I got a little sign. I got a little sign somewhere here. And hopefully I can find it. There it is. There it is. So, anyway, like I say, humble beginnings, but I'm happy with it. It's hopefully the start of many, many more. And yep, there we go. That's what she looks like. So thank you again, Downwind Sim. Appreciate it, my friend. You took a lot of time last night helping me out, and yeah, greatly appreciated. I need a little screenshot here. I told Downwind last night that I was going to be Facebook mom and take a bunch of pictures. There we go. A little scenery in the background. Yep, we'll just kind of pay attention here. We'll see if we can see the other guys coming in. And actually what I'm going to do is this. Let's set the parking brake and get a little bit of a check in here. Let's see, I heard Josh. He's not far. And Downwind, do you have a position report, sir? Haven't heard from him for a little while. He may be otherwise occupied. Well, we'll see. You heard Josh saying he doesn't know if he still has his scenery in there or not. And if he does, awesome. If not, then like I say, I think it should be okay because this is listed on SkyVector, and usually if it's listed on SkyVector, you'll find it.
I see your tail number, so I'm not far out from you.
Find it in the default. All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
I'm gonna come in through the canyon on the south end of it and do a runaway, high-speed runaway inspection.
Raj. All right, while he's doing that, let's take a peek at what we're looking at for our next leg. So this is a short one, just 16 miles. It's kind of right across the top here. And this is going to be a pretty simple one. We're just going to head due east. We're not going to worry too much. I mean, we'll set a radial. As you can see, we have a 072 radial that comes pretty close. So we'll set that guy, you know, maybe 075-ish. But the big thing we can look for is there's these really multicolored evaporation ponds. If we can find the evaporation ponds, then we're going to find Caveman Ranch because it's just right adjacent to the river that runs through here. So this, like I say, this next leg should be not a real tricky one for us. I'm not saying the landing is going to be anything easy, but we should be able to get to the airfield. Yeah, for some reason I am just not able to load my Active Sky. There's an update that it's wanting me to do, and I've just not gotten to it yet. I'm wondering if it's just saying you're not going to be able to run. You're not going to be able to run it until you run the update. I can't run the update while X-Plane's going, so we're just going to have to roll with essentially the default weather. Alright, well, I only see a couple of planes. Let's see. Who do I have in my area here? Oh, there's Hotel Sierra. He is going. Alright, so we got Josh coming in. Hotel Sierra.
Yeah, my senior's gone, but I might be able to find an area to land.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got some.
There he is. Coming in there, man. That mall packs the mail, buddy. Telling you.
Yeah, I'm directly over top of you in my area right now from my screen. Which way are the winds favoring, south or north?
It's a crosswind, either way.
Okay.
I ended up turning around and coming in from the direction you're at right now. It's a little bit of an easier approach. So I think downwind might be, I wonder if he's muted here. Nope, he's not. Alright, well, we'll see. I have no idea what the scenery looks like for Josh here, so we'll see how November 23589er in the mall, we'll see how he does.
Lost my this stiff.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he must not have the scenery because he's a little bit right of where the airfield is, but that's all right. Or that could be where the default strip is located as well. So, there he comes. There's the mall. All right, welcome to Mineral Canyon. So I'm assuming you must not have had the scenery there. It looked like you were a little right of the runway.
Yeah, deleted some of this backcountry scenery because when I reinstalled my Utah packet, it was messing with it. But apparently, I deleted this one and I didn't need to because it's not registering for me.
Well, this one wouldn't have been part of that Canyonlands package, but if you jump over to the propeller heads, and you can do a quick, it's a very small file. You can do a quick install, and like I say, with as fast as that mall is, you can get caught back up to me with no problem. Hey, BC 5000, good to
Or I
see
could
you.
even just disconnect, reload, and spawn here.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, we'll see you back here in just a couple.
Okay, it's over in the propeller head.
Okay, I'm gonna just check on Downwind Sim here real quick, see how close he is, and then we'll be on our way to Caveman Ranch. Looks like he is not too far out. So if you don't mind hanging just for a little bit, guys, we will wait, and that'll give him a chance to, here he is, like I say, not too far out. Give him a chance to join us, give Josh a chance to get his scenery issues figured out, and give anyone else a second here as well.
So which part would I have to download if I'm not using the ortho scenery itself? Just the what portion?
Just put the yeah. Don't worry about the OSM. Just unzip the extract the scenery folder into your custom scenery, and that should give you the basic airfield. It might be a little bumpy and lumpy, but it should give you the airfield.
So just do the UT-75 and just unzip it into.
Yep, that should work.
Okay.
So like I said, if you want to join, we're just underway. This is episode number 10 in the
Do
Northwell
that and
series.
caveman because I don't think I've got caveman in
Yeah, and it should they should all be in there for you, including True Grit South. So all three of those airfields should be in there for you when you extract, and should be ready for you to go. But what Josh is doing right there is I did share something, and if you scroll back up, I don't know if you can see it or not, but here's Rob Valkyrie shared the link. You're welcome to hop in and download these airstrips, but we just flew this leg from Hanksville to Mineral Canyon, and then we're getting ready to go Mineral Canyon here to Caveman Ranch in just a couple of minutes, and then we'll be the longest leg here, the 83 nautical mile leg, will be from Caveman Ranch.
these just require a typical library.
Yeah, I think Open Scenery X and maybe, yeah, that's about it, I think.
Okay. Okay, because I've got like 20 of the libraries, so I think I should be fine there.
I think there might be some Mr. X grass or something at this Mineral Canyon, but shouldn't be a deal breaker. This next leg is going to take some doing. I think we're going to have to find some waypoints, and yeah, it's we do have a nice VOR right here that we can use to help ourselves, which will be handy. But the big challenge, I think, for us is going to be the fact that this is a 9580 elevation, and so we're going to have to coax this 150 up over 10,000, which that's gonna be some work. I'm going to be honest.
I don't even have to redo my scenery packs because I'm not installing libraries either, do I?
No, you should be okay.
That's what I thought.
I mean, if you're missing a library, like it'll tell you that first time you load it up, and
Yep.
and then you just go get that, and then it's a done deal. Downwind Sim radio check. Not hearing him for some reason. I wonder where he's at. Yeah, Hotel Sierra radio check. You know, I know one problem. He may be trying to talk to me and I'm not hearing him because I always forget that this bird needs you to turn the comms on.
I find it so interesting that the airport's literally right next to a restricted area. R6413.
8 Hotel Sierra, radio check. And I hear you queuing up, but I don't hear anything, Hotel Sierra. Well, he's almost there. I can tell you that right now, and it sounds like Josh is close to having his scenery stuff also fixed up. So here in the next 5 minutes or so, I think we should be ready to make our oh, there. Speaking of Hotel Sierra, there he is on the go around. Hey, nice low pass there, 8 Hotel Sierra.
Don't see. There you are. Now see you right next to me.
All right. Hey, looks like we're in business here, guys.
Yep. Let me get started.
All right, so there's our man Downwind Sim. He's going to make a little, looks like maybe he's flying a right-hand traffic pattern. Yeah, he's going to try to land the same way we did here. So, yeah, then we'll be ready. Man, he is rolling. He is moving right now. It looks like he's in the prop strike, so that thing will go. That thing will. You can butter that.
You guys are just staying on 22.8, right?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
All right, there's his turn to final. 8 Hotel Sierra. By the way, again, I hear you queuing up, but I do not hear any comms on you. But we have visual on you. And he comes, looking good. Boy, the tail dragger and a crosswind. This is a challenge. This is a challenge. Let's see how he does. Nice and slow. That looked really nice. Really nice. Well done. Well done. And is he gonna make this turn off? Not quite. Yes, he is. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was pretty good there, Downwind.
I'm not hearing anything out of Downwind at all.
Yeah, same here. I just messaged him there. We'll see what's going on. We'll try to troubleshoot that. Okay, well, we'll let him kind of work on that. And in the meantime, we need to be... We were talking about a 075 kind of heading. 075 radial, so let's get that adjusted. And that's going to get us...
How do you do a couple of checks at me? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my sound.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Mineral Canyon 12280 radio check.
Ground clear.
All right, so I have you, Josh. Nope. Downwind.
Do a couple checks in Discord for me, Brandon.
All right, here's the Discord radio check.
Strange.
Yep. Well, he knows the way. All right. So we, if we're going to depart to the east, we might as well back taxi here at Mineral Canyon traffic, Cessna 816. We're going to back taxi and depart VFR to the east, Mineral Canyon. So let's do this. We're going to just we'll depart to the west, north, I guess, kind of northwestern end of the runway. The wind has kind of turned me around a little bit here. Not bad, I guess. So I'm planning basically on departing the same way that we arrived. I'm stuck in the mud.
I think the big thing is you're just coming in really quiet for me in Discord.
Gotcha. I'll make some adjustments once I get airborne.
Okay.
See what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with downwind.
Yeah, he said he's going to just disconnect and come back in. All right, let's do another Discord mic check. How's that sound?
That is so much better. Now I can actually hear you.
All right, good deal, good deal.
Cool.
I had accidentally turned down the microphone.
What's amazing is I've got like 6 hours of fuel in this mall if I fill everything up, and I've still got payload, like 500 or 600 pounds of payload I can use.
Nice. That thing is a beast. Okay, I lost a little bit of momentum here. Want to get down, I need every last ounce here. And I might take this time to reset my altimeter. Mineral Canyon 3900. So we're a little bit, we've kind of got to make an adjustment here. Probably right about there. At Mineral Canyon Cessna 816. Departing north eastbound, and we'll be making a easterly departure from the area, Mineral Canyon. All right, here we go. Get some airspeed first, then we'll toss a notch of flaps in.
Yep, downwind.
Get to about 40 here.
I'm not getting any sound from you, so check your mic output.
All right, here comes the nose. All right, we're up and we're down the river. All right. We're going to have to climb kind of...
Traffic, multi 2589er is back taxiing for eastbound departure, Mineral Canyon.
Let's lean it out here, get some power. At Mineral Canyon traffic, Cessna 816. We're departing down the river southbound. We'll be making a left-hand turn once we get enough altitude and depart east toward Cape Man, Mineral Canyon. And I think downwind said he was just going to disconnect and come back on, so it might take a second.
Well, he did a Discord check a minute ago and didn't work for him. Mineral Canyon traffic, multi 2589er departing on the way. Departing to the east, we will be return southbound, Mineral Canyon.
Alright, so we'll go a little bit more here.
Crosswind is stiff.
And probably could have shot it right there, but we got plenty of room here. I don't mind backtracking a little bit just to get up and out safely. I'll follow this as long as I can. So if you're well, I know you're going to be able to climb up and out faster than me. So if you are able to turn eastbound sooner than me, feel free, man. We'll meet you at Caveman Ranch. I mean.
You said anything about trying to beat each other there?
Yeah, I just know you'll be a little quicker than I probably am.
I'm only 10 knots quicker, so.
All right, so we are up, and I think we're ready to
My
make
stupid Sierra keeps coming on. I don't know why.
Ready to make our turn here. Back to the east. And
coming up on your 6.
And Mineral Canyon traffic, November 816. We are up on top of the plateau. We're going to start the left-hand turn and depart the area to the east. We're currently 5,500. So let's take a peek here. He's coming up. I'm sure he's going to be departing the area and climbing up in through here. And with his plane, he may, like I say, he might be able to just do a little right-hand 360 and being up and out. But all right, so here we go. Like I say, pretty much just going to head due east. And we did have to kind of go a little bit to the south, so if we needed to maybe we could angle it maybe a little bit here, like about a 0.70. We don't have to get too crazy. Again, we're looking for, there's some very, very colorful and easy to see. I guess I'm assuming they're going to be easy to see.
It's 4 to 5 o'clock right now, Brandon.
Roger. Alright, so he's off of our right-hand side here somewhere. Okay, whoop. Elevation at Caveman is about the same as where we were just at Mineral Canyon, 3,940. So we'll have to lose a little bit of elevation. Hey, Don Shapp, how are you, man? GPWS probably getting yelled at. Seat back pocket. Hey, welcome. Glad to have you. Look at us flying in formation here. Thanks for coming by the way, Seat back pocket. It was great to connect with you, and this is what we're all about over here. This is prop culture, and for the most part, it's low and slow, and it's probably got a little bit of dirt and wind involved, and we're in the Canyonlands right now. We just did.
Do you have visual contact on me right now? Because I did not see you.
Well, I did an outside flyby view, and I did see that you're pretty much right at my 6 o'clock. So yeah, I think we're on the same heading here roughly. But anyway,
Okay.
Seat back.
I'm with you. I just didn't see you over on your stream.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. This is
I
kind
didn't
of what
see
I'm
me
doing.
on your stream.
Every once in a while, I will wander into a vintage airliner, which is actually what I'm going to do Saturday. I'm going to be in the Aerosoft DC-8 doing a historic route. But yeah, so if you're not flying, or if you want to fly, if you are looking for an excuse to break out that tail dragger, let us know. And because we have a lot of fun around these parts doing this kind of stuff. So yep, Kenny, breaking out the DC-8 again. It's been a little while, so we'll be.
I think downwind's mic is basically just broke or something. I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but he'll get it troubleshot.
Yeah.
So this is a part of a seat back. This part of a series called Nowhere Fast. This is the 10th episode, and we're flying from Hanksville, Utah to True Grit South, Colorado. And this is a ranch where they actually filmed apparently they filmed the opening scenes and the closing scene for the John Wayne movie. all those years ago, 60 years ago. And I guess they're restoring the ranch, or at least the portions of the ranch where they did the filming. So it's kind of cool. What's going to be kind of cool for us is it sits at 9,500, and I'm not 100% sure that I can get the Cessna 152 up to 9,500. So, but before we do, we're gonna stop at a place called Caveman Ranch, and we're gonna kind of gather ourselves, probably, I don't know, whatever we can toss out the back here. Yeah, we'll toss whatever's in this bag out, siphon some fuel off, get as light as we can, and yeah, see if we can't make our way up to True Grit South. All right, we're still on that 090. Well, actually we're not. We're on about that 070, trying to make our way. I think once we get over the top of the hill here, at least I'm hoping, it's only a 16 nautical mile leg, so I'm hoping. And Josh or Downwind, if you guys happen to see the evaporation ponds before I do, let me know. They're the dead giveaway here, and this is really an interesting place. I don't know if these exist all over the place, but oh, Downwind Sim, he's out of here. Some family time. Yeah, hey man, I understand. That's actually why I had to move the stream up a little bit tonight, is I've got the junior co-pilot coming over later on. So enjoy, buddy, and we'll touch base later on with you. Have a great night, my friend.
Now I'm in front of you.
All right, so, oh boy. And if not, again, we've got a north-south running river down here that we can follow also. If we miss it, you know, to the north or to the south, one way or the
That's
other.
strange. I was in front of you and you weren't shown for me. I wasn't showing you. I wasn't showing for you in your stream.
Yeah, as I do the flyby, you're just right behind me, just a couple of miles is all. That's cool. But anyway, we'll just go up and down this
No, so it's
river
just a
valley.
lag issue then. That's just a lag of the server.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a VAT sim thing. Okay, we're starting to get back into the bumpity bumps a little bit here as well, so that's adding to the challenge. And we don't have that VOR coming around.
So I'm showing we are a little bit north of it. We're only 3 minutes out at our airspeed right now, 6 miles to the north.
Roger.
Traffic, mile 23589 is 60 northwest inbound on the Cape.
Uh-oh, okay. At Caveman Ranch, I have the evaporation pools in sight. We are, approximately 5 miles northbound of the field. We'll be inbound, overflying the airfield, Caveman. So, there we go. Let's have a look here. Here's where it gets kind of fun. So you can see those. Look at those evaporation pools. Are just this brilliant turquoise and blue, and you know, I don't know, is that some kind of a chemical settling pond, or are they bleeding off? I have no idea. I've never seen anything like that, but it sure is a nice little visual reference. I'll pull the speed back a little bit here, and this does not, I don't believe, have any kind of a wind indicator So just trying to get a feel. When we landed at Mineral Canyon, we kind of landed back toward the northeast. So if the winds are similar here, we essentially are on the downwind for whichever north-facing runway we have.
Oh, I see the airport. Right there along the river.
Yeah, okay. I might be right over the top of it too. I was trying to look. I was thinking ours was down a little further, but maybe not. I could be wrong. I don't know. Was not seeing anything over there, but like I say, we'll just head down the river a little bit here. We'll kind of stay to the left-hand side because I do know that the ranch is on the west side of the river, and we should be able to pick it up. And I know it's within a stone's throw of those settling ponds, so we should be all right. We should pick it up here at some point. The sectional shows it's just due east. So here comes our VOR needle. So I'm thinking we're kind of right in this area here. Just not rendering very well right now with the scenery. Still a little too far away. Oh, there's Josh. He looks like he's more on it right now. He saw it a little bit sooner than we did, so we'll follow him. Oh, yep, there we go. I see houses. I see the airstrip. Caveman traffic, November 8/16. We are right downwind for a north approach, full stop, Caveman. Let's get things under control here. I don't know what. Roger. That was my question. I don't know if he was going to try to turn and enter a pattern or if he was going to wait for me, and it sounds like he's going to wait for me, so we'll get ourselves aligned. There's our airfield, and we can fly pretty close to a standard, albeit
You're
lumpy.
actually setting up to land downwind right now.
Yep. Alright, there's a flap speed.
So I'm going to set up for a left downwind for 22.
Carb heat on. And yeah, I think we're just gonna about midfield at Caveman, November 816. We're abeam the numbers right now. Again, right downwind for approach to the north, full stop, Caveman. And we've got the traffic in sight. See where he's going. So he's gonna kind of go around, take a loop around, I guess.
Yeah,
All
if you land northbound, like what we're doing right now, we're basically going to be landing with the wind. I'm going to go up to the north and come in.
Oh, you think the wind is blowing that way? Okay, I can adjust. At Caveman Ranch, November 8/16, we're actually going to just fly a pattern, a right-hand circuit, and we're going to change and approach to the south. We'll be number 2 on the approach, Caveman.
Yes, at least what my website is showing.
Roger.
Caveman traffic, multiple traffic down the left base, southbound.
Alright, so we're going to, we'll turn. Actually, we won't fly a full right-hand circuit. We'll just turn. We've got room, so we'll get ourself on the left downwind. Caveman Ranch traffic, November 816 on the left downwind. Approach to the south, Caveman. I think we're pretty close. What did I say, 3,900? So we're just about that pattern altitude. Let's see how we do. Hey, Black Fox 403. How are you, man? Glad to see you up in that DC-3, Black Fox. Good to see that Goonie bird out getting a little bit of love. What a great plane. There's Josh. Looks like he's got it under control in the old mall, so that's great to hear. I'm going to try to do a little bit better job of managing my speed this time. Canyon or Caveman traffic, Cessna 816 left base, Caveman. Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Traffic 225 right now is clear. Okay.
Well, yeah, the way this wind is pushing me, that's a good call, I think, Josh, that we're landing this way. Caveman traffic, Cessna 816, left final, land into the south, full stop, Caveman. Let's see if I can find the runway here. Obstacles everywhere, yep. But there is a spot to put her down if you manage to, I mean, right now the wind is just, as you can see, holy Moses. Wind everywhere. Got a little bit low there, didn't I? Yeah, we'll have to see here. I'm not afraid to go around 5, not stable. Oh. There we go. Up, ballooned it a little bit. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. That's not good. And I slammed her down there. Terrible. Terrible, guys. Wasted. What did I break?
That was a rough one.
Eesh. Yes, it was. Whew. Well, what did I break? I wonder what I broke. Sometimes it'll give you that and let you keep flying. Sometimes it will not. I don't see anything. Look at that windsock. Wow. Alright, let me get out of the way here. Yep, that was just a matter of me being a little too low, I think, on that approach. I should have carried a little more speed in there.
What am I showing as for you?
I see you as a tail dragger, but unfortunately it's the tail is up like it's trying to do a tricycle version of a tail dragger.
That's my scenery, because my scenery is basically sloped right here.
No, that'd just be my CSL. You don't look, you look like a mall, just with the tail up.
Wait, that is a mall. Where'd you find that CSL?
Yeah, no idea. I don't know if it's part of the Bluebell or if I searched it. I can look after we're done.
You need to find out what. You need to find out one and send it to me, because I've been looking for.
Wind shear warning, Wookie says. Yeah, maybe I got caught in that a little bit. I should have given myself a little bit more room
I'm
for
gonna
error,
post a picture
though.
up in your Discord so you see what I mean.
All right, but regardless, we're still flying. We still have an airplane that's airworthy, I hope. And now we need to start talking for our longest leg here, our 083, our 83 nautical mile leg around South Mountain.
Here's what I'm talking about. You'll see what I mean by the scenery. My scenery being sloped since I don't run north.
So that's going to be, South Mountain's going to kind of be our first little visual. We want to stay to the south of that. And it looks to me like we should be able to pick that up pretty quickly. It's a 12,000 foot peak, so that should be a pretty prominent, I guess, landmark. And then we've got this east-west running road. I think if we could pick it up, that's going to follow, or that's going to chase us in here to the Hopkins. What is this? Hopkins AIB? Okay, AIB. So Hopkins will look for that airfield. That can be a nice little visual for us as well. In the meantime, I will tune in the Cones VOR 110.2, and we'll point. Looks like to me, if I pointed it here at about a 030, that'll tell us how close we're getting to Hopkins. And then on the flip side, what do we need here for true grit? You know, something like about 0.75. But from Hopkins, we should be able to, we've got a number of different roads we can follow, it looks like. And yeah, probably. Let's see. Do we have the Denver? What's the Denver tell us here? Yeah, I think this road here, whatever this road is, leads us to Norwood, and then kind of comes out of Norwood to Placerville, and then there's a little bit of a turn here, and we should be able to pick up that True Grit South airfield. All right, so we're going to do that. That's going to be the plan. That's the plan. I'm sticking to it, and yeah, let's see how it goes here. All right. Okay, I think I'm ready. If you are.
I am. What's your general route of fight going to be? The True Grit? Are you going to look for anything along the
Yeah, so when we depart east, there's going to be a 12,700 foot peak. I'm going to try to stay to the south of that, and that's
Okay.
going to lead us towards an airfield. Let's see, Hopkins Airfield. I'm going to set my VOR to, there's the cones 110.2, and I'm going to tune it into about 030 just to kind of give us an inbound to Hopkins.
Okay.
All right. So 110, what did I say? 110.2? Maybe. There we go. And 300. Spin it around a ways here. There we go. That'll get us, like I say, pointed in the right direction anyway. All right. Well, Caveman Ranch. No signs or anything here. Just kind of a cool area. Caveman traffic. Cessna 816 back taxiing to the north. By the way, good call on changing that runway. I didn't see that. Now, even as bad as it was for me, it would have been worse if I'd have tried to land with the wind.
Yeah. It's pretty stiff crosswind right now.
So there is I did put a windsock. I didn't think I did, but I did. This is supposed to be an old helipad. It doesn't show up very good in the ortho, unfortunately. But if you look up Caveman Ranch, by the way, just do a Google search. It is really, really a neat place. It's like not a bed and breakfast, but it's like a little resort.
So you're going to look for any kind of strips along the way as you go?
And they have a fly-in every year. Just that Hopkins, about 50 miles out. In fact, I might just let me get down here and get set, and then I'll set it up so I get a rough idea. Yeah, you can see the smoke from the building here. Definitely a crosswind. So let's see. We'll be making a left-hand crosswind departure here, won't we? I don't think we need to go up on that hill. It's plenty long. Runway is definitely one of those where they let you have some time to get up and go. We'll let Josh get down here by us, and we'll be ready. So it's a little bit of a left-hand turn. We'll just kind of climb out of the valley once we feel like we're high enough to crest the rim there. We'll make that turn. And let's see here. Yeah, if I tune in Hopkins, I'm just still about a 090. Yeah, sounds good. We'll wait till you're down here and then we'll head out. All right. Do I need to make an adjustment? Canyonland's 3940. How am I doing on I think my altimeter is pretty close. All right. Sorry, Caveman. Caveman traffic, Cessna 816. We're departing VFR southbound. We'll be turning left when we're high enough to crest the ridge. Caveman. All right, guys. Well, one good landing and one not so good landing so far. So the True Grit South will be the tiebreaker. With any luck, the wind will be died down maybe just a little bit. That would help. There's 40, man. We are just struggling to get going here. Yeah, almost to 50. There's rotation. And we're up. All right.
Cable traffic, multi traffic 9, departing. Sit down, Gideon. Northbound, Gideon.
Well, I tell you what, can't beat the area. Minimum safe altitudes. What's the ceiling on for this plane, Don? Does anybody know, by the way? Wookiee's saying flew around Lake Tahoe. Oh, I think I said that already. Yeah. I'm almost positive you can get it to 10,000. I just don't know how easy it is to get it to 10,000. I guess that's my main thing here. There's my rim. I think I can get out of here. Caveman traffic, Cessna 816. We're going to turn eastbound and depart the area. We'll see you next time. JPC with the host. Thank you, sir. I hope that means that power has been restored to your domicile and all is well. You just missed a very sketchy landing on my part after a pretty good crosswind landing. It's too bad you weren't there. You would have been proud of me. I actually got it straightened out and put the upwind tire down first and did a pretty good job. This last one not so well. I think I broke something, but we're still flying. Can't quite turn exactly east because of that, but I think if we just keep going here, we're going to be able to crest this ridge and we'll be able to get going. It's a 0902. Yeah, those of you that don't know Jet Pilot Cinema, the unofficial CFI of the Melvin Leroy channel, and as always, I'm sure taking copious notes for us to dissect on the Discord after the flight. Which, by the way, is what I like to do. So, JPC, we have Josh is flying with me tonight. We had downwind sim for a little bit, but he had some family obligations, so he made it into Mineral Canyon and then had to jet. But Josh and I are having a pretty good time. And he's making that maul sing like he usually does. All right, here we go. So there is our large, what's it called? South Mountain. I would have to say that's it. So we need to stay, like I say, we need to stay to the right of that. And in the meantime, I'm just going to try to generally gradually climb and see if we can get, technically pattern altitude for us is going to be 10,500. And there's still a bit of a question as to if that's going to be possible for me to get to in the 152. But we're going to give it heck and see what happens. There's us. And if I can hold it long enough, we should have Josh flying by also. Maybe not. Yeah. He's right behind us. By the way, Josh, did that scenery load in pretty good for you there at Caveman?
Yeah, it loaded fine other than the scenery was really slow. Don't put a picture up in the Discord. That's why my CSL was like really low.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to check that, but I will once we get up to Colorado. Okay, well, I've got it leaned out, and
The route to this building is small, makes it hard to fly formation, especially like on like wingtip formations.
Yeah, definitely something that PosCon has a little bit of an advantage of for sure.
Yeah. I haven't tried formation flights in POSCON yet. I've only done one in it.
It's pretty fun. Okay, I think we're pretty well leaned out. I think we're making about the most power we can make, and we're steady through 7,000. I do have the timer going for this leg, and so 70 knots, 50, what did I say? 54 nautical miles to kind of that cutoff airfield there, Hopkins. So yeah, round about
How are you
30
climbing to?
minutes. I'm going to try to climb to 10.5. I'm going to see if I can get up to pattern altitude.
Pattern altitude at there is 10.5.
Yep, the true grit's at 90, 95, 80.
Wow. Now I know what you mean by not calling this nowhere fast. We're still 56 minutes out.
Yes, indeed. So anyway, about a half an hour, I would say we'll be over Hopkins. Maybe, yeah, about that. Maybe a little more than that, depending on we're a little slow because of the rate of climb, although we should be making pretty good ground speed because it's a nice tailwind, if nothing else here. If I could maintain about 500 feet per minute, I would be a happy camper. Then once we get like I say, once we get around this, we'll try to bring it around a little
So
bit.
airstrip at our probably 3 o'clock. No, not 3 o'clock. Probably 1, 2 o'clock called 70 Victor. I'm going to go check that one.
Yeah, man, have fun. He's talking about LaSalle Junction. And that's one of the things about this series also that is encouraged.
It's called LaSalle Junction.
Have fun, man. If you see an airstrip that you want to go check out, that's sort of the whole point. Is go down there, take a look, do a touch and go, do a low pass, do a full stop, whatever you want. But you know, it's kind of like one of those deals. While you're out and about, check things out. There are a bunch of, and I mean a bunch of, private little strips around here that are lots and lots of fun. Yep, 870, Kenny Monster. That was not pretty. I'm over 8,000 already. Maybe I shouldn't have doubted this bird. We're still doing almost 70 and climbing almost 500. So we've got a shot at getting there. We'll see. I guess once we get closer we get to 10,000, of course, the worse the performance, but it's doing okay.
This strip's actually a 3D strip. It's got a little hanger and everything on.
Oh, nice. So I think that's that 12,721, or yeah, 12,721, probably that peak right there. Cool. Never doubt the 150. Yeah, TD knows, man. He's a maestro in the 150.
And it's got 2 downs and a 172 on it. Interesting.
Or the pilot. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. I forgot to.
Ocean traffic. 6589ers on the right downwind to the wind. Westbound.
Forgot to turn the webcam back on. That shows you how with it I am tonight, by the way. Blue Dolphin for you guys. Finally back home. KAGC bats him all the way. TD, nice work. So this mountain is just a little bit short of halfway to Hopkins, that airfield waypoint that we have. So it's it almost like it splits the last leg into thirds here, like 30 miles to the mountain, 30 miles to Hopkins, and then another 30 miles into True Grit South. So yeah, it's I mean, tough to beat, no doubt about it. If I owned a 170 or a 150 even, this is without a doubt what I would be doing with it. Just spending money on gas and just seeing places that I've never seen before.
Traffic 2278 is far westbound with the direction to the east.
All right. Yeah, he won't be too far behind us. We're coming up just past 12 minutes. Again, we're thinking half an hour-ish, you know, to up to that Hopkins airfield. And then just a little 30-minute leg after that. Hopefully we'll pick up our road there that takes us through. There's a little town, Redville, and then that highway or whatever kind of road it is will lead us in the general direction. We will set the VOR as well, like I say, just to make sure. As you can see, we're not following the VOR, but it's kind of nice when you get near the airfield for that needle to come around, and you know you're getting close. Yeah, sounds like it, man. Here we come, 9,500. So we are getting to the altitude of True Grit South, and so if we could squeeze another 1,000 foot out of this bad boy, we will be at pattern altitude. And man, I tell you what, it got there a little quicker than I thought.
Team time will spec.
Still some snow on the ground here around this mountain. Even in X-Plane, there's a little bit of snow every once in a while. It's probably clouds, but I like to, if you got the clouds, the ortho clouds on the hillside, it looks just like snow. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good with that. I do think that's snow, it looks like to me. All right. Well,
I'm not sure if you can see it, but coming up directly below you is a strip. Called it. It's a little strip down here. It looks like called Doe Canyon. Should be right below you.
I do not see that.
At least we might have a couple, a slight little bit to go, but it's coming up.
I'll cheat for just a second here.
A little lighter, it might actually be it. It's gonna be a little bit north of it, it looks like. Oh, it's got houses and everything on it too. At least for me it does, because I've got the backcountry pack.
Yeah, I'm a negative contact with that airstrip.
About your 1 to 2 o'clock, probably, let me see, about 2 miles for you.
Roger, looking. 1 to 2 o'clock, a couple of miles. I may be too close to it. Oh, well, there, yeah, actually, there it is.
The airstrip is basically east-west bound.
Yep, I saw it. That looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really cool with the backcountry ortho pack. It's got a bunch of little houses and everything around. It's like a little camping site.
Nice. Kind of tough to see, but I think you guys got a little bit of a peek of it there.
Short little gravel, dirt-looking strip too.
Right there, in between the spar, right there. Yeah, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. All right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Just kind of right there off that highway, right?
Yeah, kind of, basically right off the highway.
There's camping, there better be some fishing. I bet there's some fishing around here, Black Fox 403. Might not be quite like what you're used to, but
Yeah, it's just right over top of it.
I'm guessing there's some creeks that run down through here with some trout. All right, well, we're through. That actually was only about 18 minutes past that mountain, so if we take another, probably 20 minutes, I would say, we should be coming up on the airfield that we're looking for. That's kind of that midway. We do have, if I could, I mean, this is a little road here that we could follow. It zigs and zags. The problem is I don't know which one I need. There is one that kind of runs sort of east-west here. If I can pick it up, then that takes me right past let's see here. Bedrock, town of Bedrock, and then over by the town of Van Corum, and then right to the airfield. But there's just, as there tends to be in places like this, just lots and lots of little trails and offshoots and things like that. So if worse comes to worse, we'll just stay kind of on this eastbound heading, and that's gonna run us into, I think, into this little Hopkins area, this little town of Redvale, or there's a town, I'll show you, there's like 3 little towns that are kind of together right in here. Van Corum, NHAdrian, Nuclea, they're just kind of all right.
Not sure if you
area.
saw, but I found a full DC3 manual earlier.
Right there, Black Fox. Bedrock. Yeah, I copied that link and put it in my DC3 checklist. Man, that was a nice find.
Yeah, so pretty interesting. I found a C47 manual that's got the performance tables. It's a little bit clearer, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool. All right, so now as I'm looking here,
I found out that normal takeoff is 44 inches of manifold with 2,700 RPM. And if need be, then you go red line. But normal is 44 actually. So that explains why my takeoffs were.
Seeing this big valley coming up here, and I'm trying to find it on the sectional. I actually think we might be coming up. This is the, I believe this is
I will
the
tell you, if you're looking to
Dolores
pick up a
River.
nice little twin, that Viewfinder Air Twin Comanche is a nice.
All right, there's 10.5. We've made it. Let's see if we can trim it out and see what kind of airspeed we get. We may not ever get out of flaps range here, but that's okay too. We're high enough we can fly a pattern at True Grit South, and 10.5. You shouldn't need supplemental oxygen. I guess if we start to black out here, I don't know if it does the Carenado simulate hypoxia. I know it does in like the some of the aircraft, like the PC-12. If you don't have that set, it'll start to black out. I don't think you would at 10,500. I guess I could be wrong. And if I am, then well, we'll just descend a little bit, get the oxygen flowing through the brain again. Straight and level. Yeah, there's Josh caught back up with us. That's cool. I think that could potentially be down below us. I don't know. Maybe the town of, maybe just farm country. I'm trying to see if I can find bedrock for you. Black Fox 403. Whoops, I'm starting to lose it. Get back on the 90 here, please. Could do this as well. How about I'm going to do this. I'm going to tune in Dove Creek 114. No, I'm not, because I don't have a second. I was going to tune in Dove Creek into a second nav radio, but my second nav radio is an ADF, and we don't have an ADF anywhere around here. So never mind. I was going to let this guy kind of come into play and see if we can get a little bit of a
25
fix.
minutes left now.
Shoot, that ain't bad. Okay. Another beautiful stretch of canyonlands here, boy. I wonder how many little strips are out here. Looks like a few. I don't think my time in the canyonlands area of this country is anywhere close to being done. There's just too many fantastic places to fly out here. Really a unique part of the world. All right. Fuel is looking pretty good. We definitely don't have enough time a lot of fuel to mess around with. And
right on near 6 right now.
Pull back.
Or they should be.
Yep, you are indeed. See if we can follow our plane long enough to see Josh fly into the screen here. Not quite. Not quite. Our alternate airport, by the way, is Wilma. Alternate airport is Telluride, of all places. We are just like we can't be 5 miles north of Telluride, at True Grit South. It's crazy. Transponder is off. Oh, is it? It might be, man. No, it's... I don't know. Thought I turned it on. Oh gosh, wait a second. Duh. It is off because I've been looking at the comms the whole time. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Good thing we don't, well, we actually do have, by the way, ATC in now in both areas. Oops, geez Louise, sorry about that. If there's an air traffic controller that's on and I've been flying the whole time without my transponder turned on, I sincerely apologize. Definitely was not meaning to do that. Kind of nice to have ATC both ways. I feel a little bit guilty that we're not making use of it. Now we're in the Denver.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're intercepting the 300 radio head in.
Yep, I see our needle moving.
Yeah, I've got mine set to the 120 so it doesn't read reverse sensor.
So that's a good thing. That means we're getting close to that Hopkins airfield. And we're closing in on 27 minutes, so we were thinking, like I say, a little over 30 minutes was going to get us there. So that's pretty cool. And then from there, I think we'll spin the radial around and put in 075 outbound, and that'll shoot us. Well, if we wanted to, that would shoot us direct to True Grit, but we're going to try to pick up one of these roads, see if it doesn't lead us where we need to go. And see, some of them are starting to get more paved, and so that should be pretty good, pretty easy to follow. The alternate airport is over there. We need some.
We gotta find out what CSL that is, because I searched for days and I couldn't find a Mall M7 CSL.
Yeah, I'll take a look in my folder here at the end and let you know what I've got.
See Hopkins right up there to our right.
I must be too close to it because I'm not seeing it.
Several Hopkins airports actually grassed up for me.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it just yet. Yeah, I don't know what it looks like. We may be right on the track here, and yep, this is the San Miguel River. Yep, I hear the pitter patter of junior first officer feet, so I think I've timed this just about right. We'll be
Sit back for 1 o'clock. A couple miles out.
getting done just in time. Yeah, I'm not, for the life of me. Yeah, okay. Yo, dude, what's up? Give me some knuckles. Sun's out, guns out, buddy. I'll be up in just a second, dude. I can tell he's ready for action. Well, we're right on it, and so that's probably the problem, is we're flying right over the top of it. So that's okay. That means we're on track. Oh yeah! Look at that. All right, go fly. It is, man.
Yeah, we've intercepted the radio now. Yours are showing reverse sensing
Taking.
because you've got a selected as 300.
I'll be right up in just a second. Yep, be right up. Just a second. About 15 minutes or so. Alright, so I've lost a little bit of altitude. Tried to navigate the junior first officer towards his GG for just a couple of minutes here. And then we'll be good to go. I've also sort of slid off my VOR a little bit here too. So that's messing me up because I was planning on picking up one of these roads leading out of Hopkins. So, drat. Alright, let's see if I can see it. And Hopkins traffic, Cessna 816, we're going to be making a left-hand 360 so we can get a visual on the field.
You're about, looks like you're probably 3 to 5 miles to the northwest of it right now.
Yeah, I never did see it, so I'm just going to do just a quick little 360 and see if I can't get my bearings. Oh, I think I maybe see it. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know that that's it. And if we don't find it, we don't find it. We'll just kind of follow. Looks like we can
You said
maybe.
you're after 6 o'clock right now.
Oh man, going away from
A
it
couple
then.
miles away.
All right, I don't want to give up any altitude here. Yeah. Boy, yeah, no idea. All right, I just whatever reason I can't seem to find it, so we'll resume our easterly heading here, and I think I've got the road that I need anyway, and that's kind of the most important thing.
Yeah. You said about 6 o'clock right now, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's not critical. It would have just helped a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. We are, well, we're still flying towards it according to this, so maybe we're not quite there just yet. All right, we'll keep looking here. Keep our eyes peeled. We're definitely to the south of it a little bit now, so with any luck, we'll kind of maybe it'll come into the window here. We'll get back on our generally east heading here and get the backpack in the map. Yeah, we'll be okay. Yeah, I think we'll be all right, one way or the other. Okay. The other thing I'm thinking about is if we had an engine failure, where would you go? I guess there is a little field down there. Maybe you'd have a chance to land, but all right. Well, can't horse around too long. It's not like I've got that much fuel, so we'll just stay on course here and keep our eyes peeled. We'll wait for this thing to flip from to 2. Well, yes, this is true. Technically, Black Fox, that is true. It's just when we get down to a certain point, a guy would like to maybe have a spot that, yeah. No magenta line. So confused. Yeah, me too at the moment. Oh well. We did do a good job though finding the first two fields. Like I said at the beginning, if you weren't here at the beginning, I made this as much of a true adventure as I could. I built the scenery. I've spawned in at the scenery, so I know that the sceneries look correct, well, or they look decent, but I have not flown in between. I just wanted to see, it's been a while since I've done any of this kind of navigating, so I just wanted to see how I did. So there's one of the towns here. That's the town of probably either Van Corum or Naturalita. And yeah, maybe we're just, I don't know, heck. We're off. We're probably close to it because the VOR needle is really deflecting hard, so I'm guessing we're fairly close to it. If that's the town, then there should be a road running out of that town. Let's head over that direction a little bit and just see if we can pick up a little highway here. I mean, there's still just lots of trails. Picking the road may not be the wisest navigational trick in the bag, but I don't really have a lot. As I look at this, I don't have a whole heck of a lot of other options here. There is a little bit of a dammed reservoir, and I could fly that if I guess if I wanted to, but I'm honestly thinking that if we can just pick up, looks to be a fairly major road.
Hey, you hear me here?
Hey, we got you, man.
How far along are you on the flight?
If you load up at Hopkins, you'll be right there with us. We're being there right now. Time frame is directly at your 2 o'clock, right before that little canyon, actually.
Roger. Yeah, I think this is the town of either Van Corum or Naturina, and so we're probably.
It's like a 3 runway, 1 asphalt, and 2 dirt strips right now.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Anything? Bueller?
Yeah, if you load up over there downwind, you should be able to keep up with it. We're at 10,100 right now.
I hope True Grit South isn't this hard to find.
We're doing like 60 to 80 knots.
I can't find a municipal that's well marked on a sectional. Boy, what are the odds I'm going to be able to find this other field? Yikes. Oh well, we will get it. Again, we're still showing that we are trying to track the outbound 030, and then at a certain point that's going to flip over, and maybe I should flip it right now to 075. All right, let's do this. Let's get ourselves kind of heading back
Melvin,
to the
where
east.
are you again?
I think I'm just either coming right up on or just passing over the top of Hopkins, Kilo Alpha India Bravo. So about 30 miles to the west of the airfield of True Grit South, that is.
Okay, so you have cones tuned in, the cones VOR?
Affirm. All right, so I'm gonna just out of curiosity, I'm gonna
You'll
flip.
be coming up on Oscar, Charlie Oscar 6 in a few minutes.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna spin this around, and I'm just gonna see. So
That's a little bit further along. You probably load there and then climb up and meet up with.
if I was to travel about 320. So the reciprocal, so it should be, yeah, kind of out here still to my right-hand side. I'm not quite there to the airfield just yet. So Josh must be out in front of me a little bit, which wouldn't surprise me because, like I say, I'm only doing about 70 knots. So, so this is probably the highway that I was looking to grab on the way out. Let's just kind of turn and head that direction. We're looking for this. Looking for this road here. And I think I'm kind of on this right here. Hey, Shelby. I think I'm right here. And then this is going to take us here. Oh, have fun. There's camping chairs up in the... Well, Jaden knows where they're at. Oh, alright. Anyway, this road will take us down here, past Redville, past this Williams Private, and then, again, I think it into this town of Norwood, and then there's this other road that we can pick up that'll take us right up here. That's the plan, anyway. Have fun. Alright, so here we go. There's our road, and again, the VOR needle would suggest that a course of, oh gosh, about 140 would get us heading right towards the airfield. So yeah, we're just not quite there just yet. Actually, we might, again, part of the problem that I have sometimes is flying directly at something and then you fly over the top of it and you never do see it. But Josh has eyes on it, so I know we're in the neighborhood. And is that him down there? I see, is that an airplane down there? No. It's just a little speck of something. We'll keep this road in view. It's going to take us generally in the direction that we want to go. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is this. Let's flip this over and let's tune in a... Let's put that 075 in there. Okay, there we go. So 075, we need to still come to the right a little bit here. We may have to just lean on our radio navigation here just a little bit more than we normally do. But we should be down to about 30 miles to go, I think. So I'm going to reset the timer. And we do have a nice tall mountain peak here. Let's see if we can identify that sucker. There's some 14ers down in this range here. And there is actually one right past True Grit South. Check it out. There's a 14er right here. Mount Sneffels. Mount Sneffels. Right past where we're going. So I'm going to do this. Let's see what that does for us. Let's point right at that peak and let's see what it does. See if it gets us. Because I'm not getting very far with... First of all, never did find that airfield. Secondly, the road systems here are just a little bit too spiderwebby. So let's just see if we can use a mountain peak here. We've got our timer going. We have our VOR going. We are...
Oh, see, that was loaded up over there at Alpha India Bravo.
Definitely heading, I think, maybe too far south here. I'm on a 170 almost heading, so... Yeah, we may end up, geez Louise, I think that's a bad peak to follow. I don't think that's Mount Sneffels. I think that's Mount Wilson or Dolores Peak, actually. Lizard Head Wilderness Area. Alright, let's, yeah, I'm going to change my plan here. That's got us going way too far. We would intercept that radial. though, if we went in that direction. So that wouldn't be all bad, but I think instead, I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to go ahead and just turn it back a little bit toward this high ridge line right here. I'm seeing, I think myself, now that I look at this sectional a little bit, I think that little gap is this gap right here where you can drive into Telluride. And so I think that's this gap that we're looking at, possibly right here. So if I keep that just a little bit off to my right hand side, I think I'm going to be in the general
I see somebody else
neighborhood.
took the tip tank twin Comanche bait in the Virtual USA Flying Club Discord. Probably listener bought the
Yeah, it's pretty tempting with all these sales right now.
some fail for $20 and it's got a full
Hopkins
electrical
traffic.
system.
Skyhawk 748 Hotel Sierra, back taxiing runway 23, I think.
Well, we know we're within 20 miles because we wouldn't be hearing any Unicom. We got you 5x5, by the way, 8 Hotel Sierra.
Roger, thank you.
Okay, good to have him back with us, and be kind of fun to have 3 guys heading
Get
into.
down when we are about 14 to the east of it right now.
All right. But anyway, I'm seeing this little canyon here too, though, as being potentially something to aim for. I think this little road system kind of goes through that canyon. So, but it's a guy can get, I mean, there's a lot of little drainages through here that a guy can get kind of, you know, kind of turned around in, especially if you haven't ever been up here, which I have not. I mean, I've flown into Telluride a number of times, but I've never tried to fly into True Grit South.
Hopkins traffic. Skyhawk 748 Hotel Sierra, departing runway 23, and be climbing and departing the area to the east. Hopkins.
You see me at your 12 o'clock, Brent, or am I still behind you?
Yeah, you just actually flew right over the top of me.
Ah, I see you. Yeah, I'm like way ahead of you right now. You see what's going on in front of you?
Yeah, I see you doing some acrobatics.
You shut the engine off and then have to restart it.
I kind of feel like I maybe ended up a little too far to the south here, potentially. Well, you can see we're at 10,500 and the terrain is coming up to meet us here. Don, I think he is inverted, or he was. Yeah, it looks like he might have to spawn in down there at Hopkins or something.
Ah, you missed it. I flew right past you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was looking around. I missed that. All right, so I'm gonna do this. I need to get a sense of where I'm at in relationship to the cones VOR. So I'm gonna treat the cones VOR as like an ADF here. And let's just spin it around until we're flying, okay, toward it. So right now it is kind of almost due south of me.
We're definitely gonna have to get a Foscon soon and do some of this bush flying.
So we're north. Okay, so we're still north of where we need to be. So that's okay. We want to be outbound 075. So we should be, if I keep flying this direction, we should be on an intercept heading for that VOR. In theory, that is, if I'm reading my instruments correctly. Josh is feeling so confident he's doing
So X-Plane's default scanner has this as CO68, and then yours is the CO95, so there's 3 runways.
Whoa. I looked off the screen for a second. Yep, that peak down there, I think would have taken us well south of where we needed to be at. Now that I think about that in retrospect, those washes are heading a little too far south, so we may yet need to just kind of stay generally heading east. Yeah, one thing we do know is that we are on this side. We're on the western slope, and so, you know, if we get up near those mountains and we're not where we need to be, then we can fly kind of north and south, kind of like we did when we were trying to find Mineral Canyon. We just kind of go up north and south until we get that VOR needle to come in. All right, I'm on about 9 minutes since we've passed Hopkins, so
Looks like you're slowly catching us downwind.
should be, if we're a 30-mile leg, at about 70, and we should be about another 10 minutes or so, and we should be getting pretty close.
Triple traffic, more 258 runway is about 18 miles inbound.
All right, well, sounds like he knows where he's going. That's good. And we can hear him, so we are at least in the neighborhood.
3025. And winds are 230 at 15,
All right, thank you. 230 at 15. This airfield is kind of unique in that it has actually 2 different airstrips to land on, and as you'll see, they're way spread apart. When you look at it on the sectional, well, you don't see it on the sectional, but when you look at it on like Google Earth or something, you notice that they're not the typical, you know, most airports, the runways are intersecting or they're fairly close together. These ones are spread way apart, and it wasn't until I actually got into it and started working with a little bit that I realized why that was, and it's because one of the strips is clear up on top of a plateau, and the second strip is kind of down in a little meadow. It's kind of a cool little spot. I still feel like I slid a little bit too far to the south. I'm going to head just a skosh east. I've been flying about a 120 heading, and I may be just generally following the washes.
I see the airport.
Uh-oh. All right, good job, man. You're the first one in there. All these little drainages that are running that way, they're running just a little too far south, I think. I should have been maybe staying more along this little ridge line over there.
In my case, I've got 3 strips, so this is going to be fun.
Image. Get splashed in there. All right, 12 minutes. I would expect at 20 minutes at least we'll have some movement on the VOR needle. If not, then we'll just start to go back and forth, kind of north and south, and figure out where we're at here. See what's going on. See where the needle is right now. At one point we were, whoa, there's an updraft. Hello. At one point,
got a bunch of little strips in it, actually.
We were due, it was due south of us. Now it is kind of back at 240, so that's cool. We're making progress. Oh boy.
There's 2 to the northwest from Philadelphia. Check winds.
All right, well, he's found it. That's awesome. His signal's getting a little weak.
It looks like it favors a southbound landing, northbound departure by the slope of the runway, but the winds are extremely strong, so I think I'm going to come in north.
Okay, this airfield does have 2 different strips. So there's one on top of the up by the house, and then there's one down in the valley that's longer. So you should have some pretty good choices.
Yeah, I'm looking at the one that's the longer one right now, and I think there's another one right there with.
Yeah, there's one up on, like I say, just a little bit farther to the east.
Yeah, I'm checking that one out now. Looks like it's favoring southbound or westbound landing.
All right, do I have any? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, see a little dirt road.
All right, I'm going to cheat. I see where he's at, and he says he has the airfield.
I got that little hangar.
We're going to make our turn here and just go over there and check it out.
Oh, is it this teeny tiny little area? Or, oh, I see the little strip. There it is. There's 2 of them up here.
Yep. I think he's found it. Well, I'm going to see if I can locate it then. Getting some tough sun right here. So True Grit has, let's see, it has an 1836, so it has a north-south strip, and then it has a 1028, so one north-south and one east-west. And True Grit Cessna 816, we see the traffic at our 12 o'clock. We're just going to maintain visual separation. We're negative contact on the field.
Yeah, I think I can land uphill on this little stretch right here, up here at the hangar.
Blue Fox, thanks for being here, man. Stay safe. Good seeing you, my friend. Tell Mrs. Blue Fox I said hello. If I said Black Fox, Blue Fox. Black Fox. See you later. Tell Blue Fox I said hello. There is a... I think there's these... Yep, we've got the field. Alright, very good. A True Grit traffic. Cessna 816. We have the field, and we're going to go ahead and just follow traffic in. I'm going to just do a low pass and then enter a right-hand traffic pattern to land to the south. There's our...
Traffic, mile 59, turn final, and then eastbound up to the hangar.
There's our airfield. There's the big long one. Here's the one that's up by the house. Oh, maybe I want to do that one instead. You know what? I might want to... No, that's... Nope, we're not going to do that one because you're going to have to land actually downhill for that one. I don't know. How was that landing, Josh?
Not the greatest.
Okay for the wind, though?
Yeah, I landed downwind, and now I'm just kind of skirting down the side of a mountain.
Oh, no. Downwind but uphill, huh? It's a tough choice.
Yeah, I'm going to come around and try that again. I'm skirting down the side of a mountain.
True Grit traffic, Cessna 816. We're on the right-hand downwind for south approach, full stop, True Grit. Okay, so we're just going to get going north.
Are you taking the runway up near the house or down on the little valley area?
I'm going to take the one down in the meadow.
Okay, that's what I'm going to take. I was trying to take the house when my seniors messed up for that.
That looks funner, but the wind I don't think favors that.
No, it does not favor it at all.
All right, I'm down at 9,500. I don't want to get any lower here. Kind of lost track of the strip. I think that's it. Toss a notch in.
True traffic, small 589ers on the right crosswind entry, going right downwind to land southbound in the meadow.
I'm going to take it all the way out here to the end of the field and get turned around. Kind of lost track of it. It's sort of a faint, hard to see airstrip, so I want to make sure that we get out here and have a chance to get lined up.
I got you on final.
True Grit traffic, Cessna 816, right base to final, landing south. Full stop, True Grit. Alright, let's see how close we are here, guys and gals. Come around. Come around. Oh, he's out in front of me here, so... Oh, there we go. Maybe. Maybe. See, where is my airstrip? Actually, I've lost my airstrip. Oh no. I may need another pass. I'm a little bit off. I think that little farm, that little
Yeah, I just flew over the one in the meadow.
duck pond is where I need to be. Yep, there we go. I think I see it. Right here. There we go. True Grit Cessna 816, short final, landing south.
True Grit, small 589er is number 2 on the final, also for landing southbound. True Grit.
Okay, we're down. 250, I'll take it. We're going to just roll down here to the end. And True Grit traffic, November 816. We're just going to roll down here to the south end of the airfield by the corrals. As you can see, I don't think this airstrip gets used near as much as the other. But, yeah, we'll go down here. There's some cows. Hi, cows. There's Josh behind us. This is a long runway, though. I mean, it's like you got plenty of time to do your thing. Oops, let's stay on the runway. What do you say? All right. Well, guys, welcome to True Grit, Colorado. And the lower meadow airfield here is only 9,000 feet. So it's the one up by the house that's 9,500. And I'm about half tempted to try to go land up there, to be honest with you. But I'm not going to, because I've got, as you can hear, got some papa duties to attend to. But this was fun. I had a good time, and 2 out of 3 landings were decent. So, you know, I'll take that. We're going to hang out here, and hopefully we'll be able to get Downwind Sim to join us here shortly. I'll take a look, see where he's at, see if we can wait for another couple of minutes. But if not, yeah, let me tell you what I've got coming up on the stream. Saturday, we're taking a little bit of a detour from the normal propeller-driven craziness, and we'll be in that DC-8, flying a historic route in the Fine Air DC-8. We'll be flying from Miami down into Quito, Ecuador. So it'll be the first
Yeah,
time
for me, I just see a bunch of trees at the end of the
actually have
roadway.
traveled down to that part of the
Exclusion
world.
zones aren't working for me apparently, or something. Or it's just because of the difference in what force packages.
Then I don't have anything announced for the rest of the month just yet. I'm actually working on a couple different things, but I may, on the following Tuesday, I might stay down kind of in that neck of the woods. I found a few different sceneries that oh no, Josh is going, he's going in there with the cows. I found a few sceneries that look kind of interesting, kind of in the Costa Rica area, and so I might try to fly down there a little bit. So I'm leaving things, I guess, I'm leaving things a little bit up in the air at this point. But I'll definitely, as soon as I get those details ironed out, I'll post them on my stream. Yep, there's Downwind Sim. We'll hang out. We'll watch him. He may be going to try the at least I'll show you what it looks like, guys. It's really, it's kind of cool. It's up here. Look at this. Look at this slope. I mean, you can see the slope of this guy. It is major slopage, but that's the one that Josh tried to land on to begin with. And yeah, this one unfortunately has a little bit of a
traffic. Skyhawk 748 Hotel Sierra is on a left downwind 427 up on the hill.
oh boy. So he is going to try to shoot this guy here, and that'll be fun to watch. But anyway, as soon as I get the schedule for May a little bit more ironed out, I will. I will let you guys know. So appreciate you hanging out again, as always. It's been a ton of fun. I'm going to take a peek here. We've got just a bunch of guys, it looks like, streaming. And let's see. Who haven't we messed around and rated here in a while? Ooh. No, he's flying I don't know what he's flying. Bill Forley, it looks like, for us again. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Hopefully I will see you for the Fine Air flight on Saturday. We'll be going a little bit early. I'll let you know when, but I'm going to probably just kind of get up early in the morning and just rock and roll and start heading down there. So I'll let you know again when that is. But until then, have a fantastic remainder of your evening, and we will catch you real soon, I'm sure. If nothing else, I'll see you on Saturday. If you're going to fly in the Friday Night Ops, pack extra fuel. That's all I can tell you. Okay, take care. God bless.